What is up, guys? It's Rules for Rebels here, and today we're talking about Bitcoins. Now, I already posted a video earlier this morning about affiliate marketing, and typically I don't post two videos in one day, but I just happened to check the Bitcoin price, and the Bitcoin price right now is at 578.98. Now, for the past couple weeks, ever since Bitcoin started tumbling from the $750 mark, I told myself that $560 was my buyback in price. If you guys remember, I made a video a couple weeks back talking about how I had bought some Bitcoins at, I don't know, say 350 to 450. A couple months later, I happened to check in, and all of a sudden, I noticed Bitcoin had flown up to $750. So I sold off at, I don't know, somewhere between 720 and 750. Took my profits, and ever since I've been kind of sitting out. And my buyback price, or where I'm comfortable buying back in, because I wasn't comfortable buying it at the $700 range, my price where I felt comfortable buying back in is what I said was $560. We're now at 578. Now it's up to 579.80. And my target price was 560. Now I don't know if we'll get down there. I'm going to be monitoring the price, and if it seems like we're trending back upwards, I'll probably buy in and not wait for it to hit 560. Even though I probably should be disciplined and just wait. Anyhow, a couple weeks ago, let me rewind back. So a couple months ago, I had read an article that said Bitcoin is undervalued by at least $200. Now, I also felt the same way. I felt that Bitcoin was undervalued. So I actually loaded up on a bunch of Bitcoin, believing that it was going to go up in value, which it did, and I was going to kind of do a swing trade, buy low, sell high, take my profits, wait for it to crash back down, buy back in, ride it back up, sell it again, etc. So I had planned on making this video. I had a printout of the article that I was going to read to you guys, and I got sidetracked with things and I never made the video. Well, fast forward a couple weeks, couple months, whatever it was, and all of a sudden Bitcoin's at $750, and I had bought some. I just failed to inform you guys that that was my plan, or that's something that I was thinking, and I actually wound up making some good money. I think I made I don't know, a couple, 2,500, $3,000, something like that. Well, now Bitcoin just hit 580, so I don't know if we're going back up, but we'll see. I think 600 is kind of the resistance level, so we'll see if we crash below that or right above it. Like I said, my initial thought was to buy back in at 560. I'm kind of monitoring things closely. I use Coinbase to trade my Bitcoins. If any of you guys are interested, Coinbase is, in my opinion, like the largest, most reputable, most easy to use, safest place to buy Bitcoins. You can buy them with a credit card, a debit card. I think they even now allow you to buy it with PayPal. Up back down to 579. I'm watching the price chart right here. Actually, let me. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see. Anyhow, not important. Yeah, I mean, you guys can go to CoinDesk.com or Coinbase.com or whatever and check the current Bitcoin price. But I've been kind of swing trading Bitcoins for a long time. My theory, or why I'm comfortable buying Bitcoins, because I realize there are people who are like, "Oh, you're trading cryptocurrencies. That's so fake. That's such BS. Whatever." I feel like Bitcoin has a bright future. I don't know, the Winklevoss twins who created Facebook, they thought Bitcoin was going to be like $100,000 a coin in 10 years. I don't know that we're going to be there, but I felt confident that the long-term prospect of Bitcoin is always going to be above $500. So for that reason, when Bitcoin was back at $350 or $400, I didn't really care about buying in if it went down, because I don't need the money right away. So, I don't really mind if it's tied up. And I felt like at the time, if I buy in at $350 or $400, I could care less if Bitcoin tanks to $100, because I know within the next year or two, it's going to be back to $500-$600. And I felt like the long-term prospect of Bitcoin was always going to be above the level where I was currently buying it at, even if it did go down a little bit before it went back up. And I would still say, I think the long-term prospect of Bitcoin is always going to be above, say, $550. Like I said, my buy-in price was $560. I'm comfortable buying in at $560. So if I buy in at $560 and it winds up going to $300, yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not waiting for it to dip to $3 before buying and being able to get more coins. But in the grand scheme of things, if I buy in at $560 and it goes down to $300, I know within the next year and a half, it's going to be right back up to $600 or $700, or at least that's the way that I feel. And so I'm comfortable buying in at that level. So if you guys have some money that you're looking to invest or put into Bitcoin or whatever else, assuming it's money that you don't need in the near to mid future, and assuming you believe in Bitcoin and think the future of Bitcoin is bright, I see no reason not to buy in at around the 560 level. You guys got to decide what you're comfortable with or whatever. Like I said, my last video, I just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to Bitcoin. I'm surprised by how many of my friends, who a lot of them are people into technology, into investing, into all that type of stuff, aren't even aware of Bitcoin or have such a limited knowledge of Bitcoin. And this is my friends, and I talk about Bitcoin and stuff a lot. So I thought a lot of you guys out there maybe A, have never heard of Bitcoin, B, aren't familiar with it, whatever. So I'm not making this video telling you run out and buy some Bitcoins. I just wanted, my goal of this channel is to kind of turn you guys onto new concepts, turn you guys onto new ideas, turn you guys onto new opportunities. So I'm just telling you about Bitcoin. Investigate it for yourself. Make your own decision. If you do have any interest in it, I think Coinbase is the best place to buy your coins. I will include a link below. I think if you sign up, I think we both get a free $5 or $10 or something like that. It's like an affiliate link. Yeah, I've been involved in Bitcoin since right before it rolls up to $1,200. I think I bought some at like $500, rode it up to $1,200, crashed back down to 9, sold off, took my profits, and ever since I've just been kind of swing trading Bitcoins. But I do believe the future of Bitcoins is bright. I like that Bitcoins isn't controlled by any central government or banking institution or anything. So there's no rule, whereas credit card merchant processors can say, oh, we're not going to allow the sale of e-cigarettes because that's high risk. Nobody can say that something's high risk. Nobody can say you're not allowed to sell a certain product. Nobody can limit how much you can trade or transfer, anything like that, like banks and merchant processors and everything else do. So I know this is the second video of the day, guys. I normally don't do this, but I've been kind of ignoring Bitcoin for the past couple weeks, and I just noticed that it's kind of nearing my buyback in price. So I just wanted to make a video just informing you guys, letting you guys know about it. One other thing, I haven't found any Bitcoin exchanges that allow you to set like limit orders like you might with a stock. So for example, if I want to buy Sprint stock and it's currently at $5, I can set a limit order. So within the next 30 days, if Sprint stock hits $5, I want it to automatically make a purchase for me. None of the Bitcoin exchanges I'm familiar with allow you to do this, or at the very least Coinbase, which I use, doesn't allow you to do this. So how I track the Bitcoin price is just go to your app market, whether you're on iPhone or Android, and do a search for Bitcoin alarm or Bitcoin price notifier. Search for Bitcoin alarm, and it'll let you set an alarm so that when Bitcoin drops 20%, send me an alert. Or when Bitcoin drops to such and such price, send me an alert. So as of right now, I think when I started this video, we're at 578. Bitcoin is trading at 580 and 15 cents. It's down 4.48%. If you were to look at the chart, it as of, let's see, August 2nd at 1809 time, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which is like 5 o'clock. It was at 6:02. And by 1859 it was at 576. So I'll actually have to do a little bit of research into why Bitcoin tanked. Actually, let's see, Bitcoin price, let's see here. Bitcoin watch, another 600 test. Bitcoin price falls as miners meet Bitcoin core developers. Are Bitcoin and gold prices correlated? So I'm going to do a little bit of research into what the reason for this drop is, but regardless of the reason, my personal buyback in price was 560. So we'll see if we hit it. I'm going to be closely monitoring this. If we get close, if we start closing in on 585, I'm going to take that as a signal it's going back up, and I'm probably going to buy in 25 bucks above my target price. But that's what I'm doing. Just wanted to let you guys know about it. If you guys have any comments about the current Bitcoin price drop, if you guys are involved in Bitcoin, what do you forecast the prices to be? Where do you see Bitcoin being in a month, a year, 5 years, 10 years, etc.? So leave your comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, click that button right there to subscribe. I got a lot of great videos, guys, coming out later this week, so stay tuned, and we will talk to you on the next one.